There we go. Let's try that again. Good morning, everybody. Today's date is March 1st. Wow, March 1st. Holy cow. 2024. You know, it does seem crazy. I used to laugh at, when I was a lot younger, and you hear people that were older say, man, time goes faster when you get older. I know what they mean now. I truly know what they mean. So, mercy me. Anyway, welcome to March 1st, 2024. This is Rick. If somebody here doesn't know, thank you very much for being here. Congratulations to those that held Dell. I know personally two people that has been holding Dell for a while, and congratulations right there. So, way to go. Hey, let's take a look at the market here. Yesterday was really a great day. For a lot of traders, I think. Now, market-wise, we were up a little bit, nothing spectacular. We didn't break out of that blue trend line up there, but hey, we held up really well. Today, so far this morning, we look pretty good right here. Looks like the bulls are still interested in moving us up. So if the bulls change their mind, there we go. If the bulls change their mind, what I'm going to be looking for is a breakdown of the T-line first. That's that black line right there. 8 exponential moving average. For me, as long as price is above the T-line, as long as the T-line is above the trend indicator, we're golden. The trend is intact. Now, price can certainly have moments of, a few days of excitement to the downside or excitement to the upside. That's price action. That's just price. It moves, and that's what price does. But the overall trend that I tend to work with is right here, and it's looking pretty good. If we take a look at the diamonds, you can see the diamonds are working out. We popped up, pulled back. We're still trending. Price is above the T-line. T-line's above the trend indicator. This measurement here from the top to about right here. We'll go down there. Well, you can even go up higher. If we go where this hammer landed, the low, you can see that 50% mark. We're still well above the 50% mark of that move right there. So right there says we're on the bullish side of things if you follow such things as this right here. Can't remember, did we look at the Qs? Yeah, look at the Qs. They're popping up. Man, that's Qs are right on the verge of breaking out here. So go Qs. IYT, transports, mercy me. Transports are working out really well. Again, you've got that trend that is just hanging right in there. You've got price that maybe gets a little sloppy, a little bit of back and forth, but you've got price above the T-line, T-line above the trend indicator. Now, say this morning here, pre-market, here price dropped below the T-line. That doesn't mean everything is broken. The trend is still intact, but I love it when price gets back above the T-line because that means that momentum is kicking off here. So I think we're doing fantastic so far. SMH, bulls are in charge 100%. T2123 on the 60-minute chart is still bullish. As long as we've got price above those green dots, that's what I'm looking for. This is the 15-minute over here. 15-minute is a little faster. It can give you warning signs. If the 60-minute is, and I'm using 15-minute and 60-minute, but everything I do is on the daily chart trading wise. I just find that these two time frames work best for this particular indicator for my trading on the daily chart. So if the 60-minute is very bullish like it is now, looking good, but say the 15-minute dips down, well, that's a sign of maybe a little bit of indecision, a battle between the buyers and sellers. That could be chop coming in. And we want to watch that because chop is usually where people lose money in the market. So, but right now they're looking very bullish, looking good. Let's take a look at a few charts. Let me click on something here. Whoops. There we go. Yesterday, we took some of the AMD off the table, and that was very nice. Nice move on it. Currently, 40% on it. Plus, let's see what this does today. Hit our first target up here, 196.67. Pretty close. Here's the $200 mark, and that a lot of times those big even numbers like that, they act as magnets. You get to a stock that's $85, and you see $100 above it here. Sometimes a stock will want to run right to that 100 mark just because it's $100. And it's the same thing with $200. So we may see that move up. Here's the weekly chart on the AMD, and it still looks very, very bullish. Still looks really good. So that one's working out well. Amazon, whoops. Amazon is still working and still looks like it has some upside. That's one that we're in, and I think a few people are in. There's still some upside targets on that. It's charts. I love this. It's a very simple chart pattern, strategy, setup, whatever you want to call it. You want that trend working, and then we're looking for the bullish activity and the rest, the pullback, and all that can happen, through there. Right here is that entry zone, and then what we're looking for is follow through to the upside. And buying here, we're looking for follow through here, and that's all money to be made right in there, just like that. So beautiful setups. Absolutely fantastic. Bought into some Uber, and Uber still looks fantastic. Bought some Uber yesterday. Here we are with that trend. It's the same thing over and over. It gets a little bit boring sometimes. It can. It certainly can get boring sometimes. But don't let it. Fight that. Keep doing the same thing. Here's our trend up. I'm just looking at the trend indicator here. And then we get that rally. You get this consolidation. And then as things tighten up, these are just chart patterns like a wedge, flag, breakout. We were able to, yesterday here in the room, the scanner was alerting it, and a few people in here were mentioning it. And man, it looked good. So, hey, let's hop in, right? So, ended up very well yesterday, and it looks like we're doing very well today. So, nice. Mike is asking about Apple short. If Apple can stay below where the buyers have been buying here, let's make that a little bigger, like that. If Apple can stay below that level there, yeah, sure. But that's what's going to have to happen. If it sure seems like the buyers have come in here and have picked it up in this area, so it's just going to have to stay there. The trend is clearly down. There's no question about that. No question at all. But Apple's one of these companies that people are going to buy up. It's just going to happen. I'm not saying that this is the place to buy it up. And if you look at the chart, there still looks like there could be some movement to the downside. No doubt about it. We're at the weekly 50-period moving average. That is also an area that promotes a little bit of buying. I'm not at all trying to say it's a buy. In fact, I've been against that for the most part. It's not ready to be bought up. We've got a bearish M pattern forming on the weekly chart, and it may want to yet come down and test those lows right in there. And then if we break those lows, then that's if we can stay below 180 here, yes, that's a short below the 50 on the weekly chart. We get down here and test these lows, there is still plenty room for this to move down. You've got the 200 period moving average here that is a common target area in trading. Very, very common target area. So right now, based on what I see in Apple, yeah, it's short, but don't get caught in some bullish move there, okay? Hey, John, magnets can attract or repel. Is AM likely to pull back to the 200? Well, you know, the trend is the trend, and will it pull back someday? Of course it will. You know, will the almighty NVIDIA pull back someday? Sure, it will. But until we see the price action, until the price sets up, that doesn't mean it's going to pull back. And then, you know, you're saying, well, when we hit the 200, are we going to pull back? Well, that's not something I can say. I scan for chart patterns and setups. I don't scan for, well, if we hit 200, will we pull back? I don't know if that's possible. I go with what the trend is doing and what price action is doing. And, you know, if we were to take, if we were to not know what the price is, does that chart look bullish or bearish or concerning? And, you know, if we take that out of the picture, I don't know if I could do that. Can I? There we go. Let's take price out of the picture for a moment. Price is not even there now, right? Let me make this bigger so I don't lose it. So now we don't know what price is. So if we just look at this chart, would it matter? Because the chart itself is still quite bullish. Trend is bullish. Price action is bullish. I'm going to move that out now. We've got a chart pattern here where we've rallied up. We've come back and put in a bottom, nice rounded bottom right in there. Here we've broken out. Let's do that right there. We've broken out, and let's go to that weekly chart. Not only have we broken out, but we've broken out to brand new highs. So I just don't see where this is any danger at the moment anyway, failing that 200. Now what it absolutely may do is, you know, it may consolidate a little bit. I mean, today is Friday. There might be some profit taking coming in, but I think you mentioned, well, not sure what you mentioned up there really. Pull back to the 200, is that what it was? Anyway, it may certainly sit here and bounce around that 200 and set up again. But if you look at the chart, and all bullish charts do this, all bullish charts, watch this. See how we rally here and then we consolidate. See how we rally, consolidate, rally. We got consolidation here. So rally, we certainly may consolidate right here. And that's the way all bullish charts work. Anyway, thanks, John. Appreciate it, allowing me to talk about that. Thanks. Hey, here's a couple of charts that might be setting up. Take a look at RRR. This was a chart that was, Mike, it may have been you yesterday that mentioned this. I think this is setting up quite nice. Nice, beautiful chart. Look at the trend, and you know, we've been talking about this in the room a little bit here lately. See how the trendicator is up, and then we pull back and get a little bit red there and then come back up. I'm finding that to be a very nice trade setup, reversal area. Now we still need the price action setup for the entry. So, you know, what I would like to see is a little bit more of a move up, or just a little bit of a pullback here. This could be the move right there. 2 bars up, a little bit of a rest, and then we're looking for that up. So there's a chart pattern within a chart pattern. The bigger chart pattern is the move up, dip down below the red, and come back up over the green. And then that's the bigger chart pattern. Then the smaller chart pattern is the pattern that we enter on. So that rally, that pullback, to the, to our typical entry area. So our RR is looking good. Take a look at Gush. Gush is getting a big, I wouldn't say big, I guess, not big, but certainly interest here this morning. And you can see how we've started making this low, high, higher low, higher high. And now we've just started moving sideways here in that consolidation. Not only that, if we draw a line from these lows to this candle over here, then what you've got is a inverted head and shoulders setting up right through here. You've also got a nice bullish W pattern setting up, and we've broken out of that bullish W pattern here. So I think Gush is one to watch. It may be a little early to buy. I think we need to be above 34.90 to make some really, really good money. But there's nothing wrong with looking at it here or even being in it, following the chart pattern, your trading rules. Maybe some solar is starting to pick up. Here we've got big gap up, we ran up, we pull back, test the 50, and then here we have a little bull kicker setting up with positive trading so far pre-market. We're looking pretty good. If we take a look at that weekly chart, you can see where we've just rallied up for a high, a higher low. We put in a higher high, and now so far we're putting in a higher low with a bullish Horomi here. We get through that, get through this area right through here. ENPH could play out to be a very, very nice chart. IWM, if we're interested in IWM, that may be a way to trade some of the small cap without chasing down the small cap, just trade IWM. TNA may be the way to do that. It's a little cheaper price. There's nothing wrong with IWM, but TNA will do the same thing for the most part. Now this is a triple, so if anybody needs to, go make sure you go research ETFs and what the singles, doubles, and triples are. It can be, it can benefit you, but it can hurt you if you're not prepared for the stock going the wrong way. So do a little research on that. But at TNA, I'm very interested in buying TNA here. You can see IWM is acting quite well. So anyway, that's all I have this morning. How about we all meet back up here in about 25 minutes and get this market kicked off, and we'll go have some fun today. John's missing TNA is mentioning TNA seems like wild trading. It looks like a normal chart. Everyone sees something a little different. I absolutely respect that, John. What I see in here is trend working, price working, looks pretty normal to me. Move it to a 2-day chart or a 3-day chart, 4-day chart, or weekly chart, and it kind of smooths things out a little bit. It kind of smooths things out a little bit. But anyway, let's keep an eye on that. Anyway, we'll meet back up here, okay? You guys take care. See you in about 20, 25 minutes.